Good evening, friends. Today we're going to read a story about someone that we learned a bit about earlier this year. Her name is Harriet Tubman. This book is called Before She Was Harriet. Lessa Klein Ransom was the author, so that's who wrote the book, and it was illustrated by James E. Ransom. So family members created this book together, and the illustrations are just beautiful. Look at that. What an artist. Scooch it closer here. Here she sits, an old woman, tired and worn, her legs stiff, her back achy. But before wrinkles formed and her eyes failed, before she reached her twilight years, she could walk for miles and see clearly under a sky lit with only stars. Before she was an old woman, she was a suffragist, a voice for women who had none in marriages and courts, in voting booths, before her voice became soft and raspy. It was loud and angry, rising above injustice. A lot of friends are posting assignments, submitting assignments right now, so let me turn my volume down. Sorry about that. Before she was a suffragist, she was General Tubman, rising out of the fog, armed with courage, strong in the face of rebels, and planters and overseers as they watched fields burn and bridges fall, and 700 slaves stop chopping and start running, to a woman who ferried them to freedom. Oh, I'm going to say this wrong. On the Combahee River, turned River Jordan. Before she was General Tubman, she was a Union spy, carrying secrets across battlefields to soldiers fighting in the Civil War for President Lincoln to end slavery. Before she was a Union spy, she was a nurse, caring for those hit with bullets and hatred and fear, tending to them with bandages and words in the bloody dirt of the Southern soil. Before she was Aunt Harriet, she was Moses, a conductor on the Underground Railroad, with no trains and no tracks, just passengers traveling to freedom up north, through swamps, past slave catchers, across rivers, under the cover of night. Before she was Moses, she was Minty, of Maryland, of one slave owner and then others, who worked her, punished her with lashes, broke her back, but not her spirit. She'd leave behind slavery along with her name and pick up a new one, Harriet. As Minty, as Araminta, who dreamed of living long enough to one day be old, stiff and achy, tired and worn, and wrinkled and free. To the guiding force of all the women who have led the way through courage, strength, perseverance, and intellect, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, Fannie Lou Hamer, Toni Morrison, Michelle Obama, Viola Davis, Anne Sneed, Ernestine Klein. So this is from the author. To Black women who have carried the weight of family and work with grace and dignity. And that was from her husband. I hope you enjoyed this story. Before she was Harriet, Harriet Tubman was an amazing woman. She accomplished so much in her lifetime. So I hope you enjoyed learning about her, and I hope she encourages you to live up to your potential as well. Have a great evening, guys. Love you, miss you. I can't believe it. Tomorrow's our last day together. Please try to make it to our Zoom meeting so that I can see you one last time. We're going to do field day, wear yellow. We're going to do a video memory montage, short one. And then hopefully we'll have time for me to read to you the Last Day Blues. So tune in for some fun with friends tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.